Hello, everybody. How's it going? Happy Friday. Check my audio. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Looks good. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you see me okay? Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Happy. Is that it? Did I get everything there? Hope you guys are doing well. Good to see you guys. I see a nice little group forming in here. Hello. Alex, ¿qué pasa? How are you doing? ¿Cómo estás? Yeah, it's a warm day here in the area for sure. Dodgson, how's it going? No, you're not late. I'm late. I'm always late. Just a few minutes, but I'm always a little bit late. I like to make my entrance. Britt, how's it going? Good to see you. Britt, thank you for joining us this evening. Paula, how's it going? Good to see you, Paul. Glad you're with us tonight. Bob, how's it going? Happy Friday to you too. Pico B1, how's it going? Good to see you as well. JJ, how's it going from LA? I was just in LA. Mary, how's it going, Mary? Good to see you too. Glad that you're with us this evening. Jetmatic, how's it going? Good to see you. Awesome. Batman lurking in the shadows. Indeed. Oh, yeah, I see that. Good eye, Britt. He's right there. Yeah, right there. What's he doing? He's watching over me. He wants to make sure that I get through this live stream unscathed and unfazed and safe. So he's watching over me. He's got my back. Batman's got my back, you guys. Planet Mars, how's it going? Thank you for joining us this evening. All right. Well, it looks like we have a good little group forming here. So hope everybody's doing well. Thank goodness it's Friday. It's the end of the week. It's been for me, it's been a really busy week, but in a good way. And yeah, really happy to see everybody is in here this evening. So what's going on with HasLab? What were you guys saying? There's something going on with HasLab. Did I miss something? I could have totally missed something. Let's go take a look. See what I'm missing here. Hasbro Pulse. I'm going to go to their Instagram because I ain't seen anything. I don't see anything. I'm going to see if I see something new there. I'm curious. I'm very curious here. So let's see. Hasbro Pulse. I don't see anything, y'all. I don't see anything. Where's Sabine? I don't see no Sabine. I don't see anything there. You guys are pulling my leg. It's too early. We've been live for like 2 minutes. Don't pull my leg on that kind of thing. Give me a heart attack here. Anyway, hope everybody's doing good. So what are we talking about tonight? Well, we're going to talk about new announcements, new things that have gone for pre-order. We'll talk HasLab. Sure, why not? We'll talk about new acquisitions for this week. I saw there's a new Hot Toys that got announced last night / this morning for Star Wars, and it looks so cool. So I'm going to talk about that too. And I'll answer. Is it Friday or not? I'll answer you guys' questions. So if you have any questions for me that you'd like answered, go ahead and throw them in there, and we'll talk whatever topics you guys want to talk about. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with Hasbro stuff. Let's see here what we got. So as always, gonna head over to Yakface on Instagram and see what Yakface is talking about this fine evening, this fine week. So let's go ahead and head over there and take a look. Jason, how's it going, Jason? Good to see you with us tonight. All right. So Let's see what Jason's got. So I think some stuff went up for pre-order today, or this week rather. There's this new these new TVC figures. So Ahsoka and the Sabine Wren 2-pack, or not 2-pack, but the Sabine Wren deluxe pack is available for pre-order. And she looks fabulous. I saw her at Comic-Con, and she was just awesome looking. Don't miss out on Sabine. I know it's a deluxe. I know it's more expensive. Are they going to single card her? Possibly. They haven't said anything yet. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But, I mean, how can you not want that Loth cat? Like, really, how can you not want the Loth cat? So, I know some people have said that the helmet's kind of big. Yes, it is. It's kind of big. It's kind of ridiculous. So, it is what it is. I hope that going forward, they do swappable helmets, you know, with interchangeable, like they do with Bo-Katan, interchangeable head, interchangeable helmet. But don't miss out on Sabine, because she really looks, despite those issues with the helmet, like she looks awesome in person. So I think you really need to get her. And then Ahsoka is just the same Ahsoka now in Ahsoka packaging. Ahsoka is the same Ahsoka in Ahsoka packaging. Yeah, so those went up for pre-order. I think they're still available for pre-order. And also the for Black Series, these ones went up for pre-order. So there's Hera Syndulla, Ahsoka Tano, which again, same Ahsoka, and Sabine Wren. And all of these can be pre-ordered now for Black Series. So if you haven't gotten your pre-orders in, I went ahead and I didn't order Ahsoka because again, same Ahsoka. And I already had a couple of those, but I did order Hera and I did order Sabine. So it would be nice if they were coming out like this month for the show, but you guys know how it is. Like these days, the timing is very rare. The last thing I remembered is Obi-Wan Kenobi. When they did the show last year, they did time it so that certain Black Series and TVC figures came out at the same time. So it's really nice that we have these, but the timing is kind of annoying. They should be coming out now, right, to coincide with the show, but that's the way it's been for a while. That's the way it's been for a while. So we can't really do much there. All right, so wave 16 for TVC. This is what it is going to look like. There's Ahsoka again. Same Ahsoka. I keep repeating it, but you know, now she's in Ahsoka specific packaging. I think the card looks really nice, actually. It's got a great image there. Grand Admiral Thrawn, based on his Rebels appearance. Luke Skywalker Jedi Academy. Doesn't come with Grogu. You got to get the deluxe pack if you want to get Grogu. And then Grand Inquisitor, Morgan Elsbeth, and the HK 87 Assassin Droid. That's going to be wave 16. So great wave. What's really cool about this wave is that other than Ahsoka, these are all brand new sculpts. All brand new sculpts. And that's very rare in TVC. That'll you get an entire wave of brand new sculpts. So this is going to be one of the highlight waves of the year for the vintage collection. So, you know, get your pre-orders in. If you want to order a case, order a case. It's an easy way to get all your figures in one go. So yeah, I'm excited for this wave. I'm excited for this wave. It's going to be a good one. And, you know, the Ahsoka tie-in aspect of it is really neat. So I'm happy about that. What else? There's a carbonized, seemingly it's a carbonized 2-pack that Jason reported about. You can actually pre-order it now. And it's going to have Ahsoka and HK87, which I don't know if any of you guys are buying carbonized anymore, like in TVC or in Black Series. I haven't been buying those because, frankly, they're quite awful and they make no sense and nobody wants them. So I don't know anybody that's spending $63.78 on 2 carbonized figures of Ahsoka and HK87, but if that's your jam, then more power to you. Go and pre-order them because you can, even though there's no official announcement, you can pre-order them now. So those are out there already. What else? How are we doing on the Ghost? How are we doing on the Ghost? We all want to get the Ghost, right? Let's see. How are we doing? We're going to go over to HasLab now and see how the Ghost is doing. The Ghost is currently sitting at 10,112 backers. So quite obviously, a couple of weeks back, it hit its target of 8,000 backers. So that was awesome. But if we want to get all the stretch goals, we want to get all the figures, then we need to hit the additional tiers. We need to get the additional tiers. Okay. And the only way to do that is to keep getting the ghost, right? Get the ghost. So right now, where are we at? Okay. So Hera already comes with the vehicle. Okay. So you're already going to get Hera. Phantom 2 already comes with the vehicle. You're going to get the Phantom 2. All right. But stretch goals. If we want to get Ezra, we got to get to 11,000 backers. Okay. We're almost there. Less than 1,000 to get to Ezra. I think we're going to get to Ezra. I'm pretty confident we're going to get to Ezra. However, back when this launched at San Diego Comic-Con, I thought it was a sure bet we were going to get all the stretch goals. Now I'm not so sure. I'm very much hoping that we hit them all. I'm very much hoping that more people will get the ghost, especially with Ahsoka launching in just a few weeks on Disney Plus. But we're going to need that extra support. We're going to need that extra push and extra people to come in and try to back the ghost, because if we want to get, I think we're going to get Ezra, but if we want to get Kanan, we're going to need to get to 14,000 backers. Okay, if we want to get Zeb, we're going to need to get to 17,000 backers. So there's quite a ways to go. I really want all of these figures. I really, 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 really want all of these figures. Oops. That's loud. But we're really going to have to step it up. And, if you've already backed the ghost and you've done your part, then that's awesome. But we need more people to come on in and get the ghost too. Now, I know Hasbro Pulse, I think it's a limit of 5 that they're placing on the ghost. So we need, they need to either lift that restriction, or they need to allow more people to come in. Okay. Yeah. My dog's saying, get the ghost. That's what she just said. She said, get the ghost in dog language. All right. So get the ghost. But yeah, we definitely need more people to come in and back the ghost, because that's the only way we're going to get all these tiers. I really want Kanan. I really want Zeb. I feel that we're going to get, Ezra. He's definitely within range. I'm pretty sure we're going to get Ezra. We're getting a little concerned now that we're, making our way into August, that, we may not get, Zeb, and we may not get Kanan. And I really want to get both of those. So, keep doing your part. Tell people to get the ghost. Even if you don't back it, tell other people to back it. Even if you've already done it, tell people on social media to get the ghost. So that way more people are aware. And again, hopefully, I anticipate we'll get another push once Ahsoka comes out. We get to see the ghost in action. And also in those final weeks, as it tends to go with HasLabs, you get more people backing the projects at the very end. So really hoping that that we can get the ghost, you guys. We're going to get the ghost, so we can get the ghost, all the stretch goals. Yeah, so that's how we're doing there. It's looking good, but it could be better. Okay, we need to get more people on board so we can all get all the stretch goals. I mean, it's going to be such a bummer to get this next year if it's missing Kanan or it's missing Zeb, because they're like such an integral part of the Ghost crew. And yeah, they could release them on a single card down the road, 5 years into the future. But let's do it now, you guys. Let's get this is our one opportunity to back the ghost. It's going to be like any HasLab. It's going to be like the Sail Barge. It's going to be like the Razor Crest. If you miss out, you miss out, and then you got to go to eBay and pay a lot more, right? You don't want to pay $3,000 for a Sail Barge, right? You don't want to pay $1,000 for the Razor Crest, right? You don't want to pay $2,000, whatever it's going to end up being for the ghost. Back the ghost, get the ghost, and don't miss out. I know it's expensive. Trust me, I know. And it's huge. It's going to take up a lot of space. But it's kind of going to be like either you get it or you don't, right? So you don't want to miss out. So, Save those extra pennies and coins, and put them aside, right? Put them aside, and put that into the ghost, because we need the ghost. We need the ghost, you guys. It would not be fun if we did not have the ghost with us. Okay, it would not be fun. All right. So I want to see what you guys are talking about here. All right, let's see what you're talking about, because I see a lot of action going on in the comments, and I have no idea what you're talking about. So I want to find out. All right, let's see here. Britt says there usually is a huge push at the end, so I think you'll get all the tears. I hope so, Britt. I hope so. And then you're right, there usually is a huge push at the end. So I hope that it happens. I'm very Lothcat jealous of TVC. Yeah, there's not one in Black series yet. I'm sure there will be. Sabine Wren looks great. Pre-order has Repulse. Yep. Planet Mars. Absolutely. Don't miss out on Sabine. Yeah, Ahsoka is indeed a repack in both Black series and TVC. So unless you're a carded collector like I am, then you probably don't need her. Are you getting the ghost? Absolutely. Absolutely. When it comes to Star Wars, TVC, HasLabs, I've got them all. I've backed them all. You know, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm telling you to back the ghost. I've done my part. I do my part. Still trying my best to get my hands on I'm going to try that. Ordered my TVC Sabine, nice hypnotic. Very cool. $30 for a 3/4 is a lot of hand. Yep, it is. It is what it is, though, right? Like, I mean, it is. It's ridiculous. It really is. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, I mean, either we're gonna collect them or we're not. You know, it's. I'm a collector. You know, it sucks. I don't like paying that much for it, but I'm a collector. I'm still gonna get it. Still gonna support the line, because, you know, you only live once, and you know, once this hobby is no longer viable for them to continue, they're not going to continue it. They're a business, right? So got to support the line where I can. Carbonized won't die. Why won't carbonized die? Nobody's asking for carbon. I have never heard anybody say, Victoria, tell Hasbro when you see them that we want more carbonized. Nobody's ever said that. I've never seen anybody putting up polls asking for more carbonized on Instagram. I've never heard anybody say they want more carbonized in either scale. So nobody wants it. Stop doing it. Nobody wants carbonized. Maybe the retailers are asking for carbonized, but I don't know. Either way, I'm not buying that stuff. No carbonized. Mary agrees. Chaz the Guru, how's it going? Chaz agrees too. Why carbonized again? I don't know. And Chaz, it was really good meeting you at Comic-Con. Thanks for saying hello. Yeah, maybe it will have a really big final push once the show comes out. Once the show comes out, I think that'll definitely help too. Would love to get the ghost, but I don't have a place to display it, and because of that, I can't justify the price of my budget. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's tough. I mean, I get that. Space is limited, right? I mean, for most of us, space is a limited thing. We don't have a ton of space, so you know, I totally feel that. I don't have space to display everything. I have to rotate things out, and then things go into storage and this and that. But you know, I can't help it. I'm a sucker for Star Wars, and I love TVC, and you know, that's how we are where we are. Chaz says, I backed it even though it may lead to my untimely death from my wife. Well, I hope that doesn't happen, but yeah, it's a good thing you backed it, because you don't want to miss the ghost. Jason says, gotta go see if I can go half seas with my brother to get one. I hope so. Sharing the ghost, that'd be cool. How would that work? Would it be like custody? Like you get it this weekend, I get it next weekend, like that kind of thing? Collectors on Facebook groups are split on the ghost. Are they? I don't really do Facebook too much. I mean, I'm part of some of the groups. I don't really like read them. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the ghost wasn't my first choice for a HasLab, but the product looks solid. It looks amazing, and I'm, you know, going to support it, but I mean, I would have preferred to have something else. But tis what it is, I guess. Maybe next time. Paid a kidney for the sail barge a few months ago. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like if you wait, and that's what happens, right? Like you're never going to get it as cheaply as you will now, right? You're going to pay premium to get on the secondary market later. So if you don't want to do that, then don't do that. Love your reviews. Thank you, Planet Mars. I appreciate that. I know we don't really do them anymore, but thank you for saying that either way. JJ says one of the rumors is Sabine final tier carded and clearly different than the deluxe. Yeah, I mean, it can't be the new Sabine, though. It's got to be like a Rebel Sabine. It can't be the one from Ahsoka because the armor's different. Her aesthetic's a little different. So, but yeah, unless we get to Zeb, they're not even going to mention other tiers. I don't think so. We need to get to Zeb first. Dodgen says, still waiting for my VC Bespin, Luke, and Han Solo. Watching it has been announced more carbonized. Bespin, Luke, and Han Solo. Those are from like years ago, no? Did you order them like second, like eBay or something like that? Space is the enemy, Paul. Yep, it sure is the enemy. None of us like space. Well, I mean, I love space, but I like outer space. I don't like space in my house that's limited because I can't put toys in it, right? Outer space is the good kind of space because it's limitless and there's an infinite amount of it, but house space, not the case at all. Not the case at all. Chaz, I will always back any TVC HasLab. Love this line. Absolutely 100%. If that's, you gotta put your money where your love is, right? So if that's what you love, then absolutely 100% do it. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I've heard that overseas sales for the HasLab already have the project pushed to full backing, but they're not adding them in until the end. That's interesting. I hadn't heard that. That's possible. If so, then yeah, that could be an absolute game changer here. Because, like I was saying at the top of the show, I don't know we're gonna get all those tiers unlocked, but if that's what they're doing, then awesome. Then I hope that makes the difference. So we will see. We will see. Waiting for Hazard to make updated Bespin, Luke, and Han with the new face technology. Yeah, so they did that in 2020. They did a reissue of both of those figures. Now the figures themselves the sculpts date back to 2010, so they're not like great. But they do exist in TVC with photoreal. I too hope that they redo those figures from the ground up, brand new sculpts, completely redone, with all the bells and whistles, because the Bespin Han that exists and the Bespin Luke that exists aren't perfect. They need to be updated. So I really hope that that before long we get that. Yep, voting with your wallets. You got to do. Keeping us hanging with those numbers. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if you're thinking about backing the Ghost, get the Ghost. Back it. Don't wait. We want to get those tiers locked ASAP, because what happens if we unlock all those tiers earlier rather than later, then we get Hasbro starting to think about, okay, maybe we need to add another surprise tier in there. Okay. If we wait till the last minute, then that's probably not going to happen. So the faster we get all those tiers unlocked, the more likely it is that those conversations can happen. And that's actually something they mentioned in the Q&A that I had with Hasbro at SDCC. So yeah, just keep making sure that if you want the Ghost, don't wait, back it now. You're not going to get charged until the day that we all get charged. But something to consider. LBT Dino, how's it going? All right, so we've covered pretty well all the Hasbro topics. I will show one thing that I did get from Hasbro this week. Actually, it came in last week, I think, but I just got around to opening it this week. So I did get the Black Series Darth Malgus, and he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I really like the likeness. He looks mean. He does look mean. Outfit is nice, and this is kind of one thing I've noticed more and more in Black Series is that there's not really like they're not really doing a whole lot to like add like extra wash or extra like highlights on the sculpting. It's just kind of like a red outfit. And I kind of noticed that like on the Inquisitors or on certain figures that they're not really like adding a whole lot of paint. It's just they're casting the parts in plastic, right? But they're not highlighting, they're not adding any extra like detail, any shadowing or anything. It's just kind of flat. I mean, it looks good, but I kind of feel like adding a little bit more of a wash here and there would highlight some of that detail a little bit more. So and that's just something I've noticed with Black Series like over the last couple of years is that the paint, they're kind of just doing the bare minimum. It's still a good looking figure, and I do like the cape. He's got a nice little cape here, and I do like the sculpt. I think the sculpt looks great. Lightsaber looks great. He's fun to like pose. And yeah, Knights of the Old Republic and all right. I mean, I remember that. So it's great to have this, but Black Series, I think they need to add a little more paint on some of their figures just to make them pop a little more because they're just kind of doing the bare minimum when it comes to paint. So I would like to see a little bit more. Now I can get him to stand back up. Have them a little more detailed. Britt says extra paint means deluxe. That's Britt. Ain't that the truth? Yes. So that is a thing. That is true. Anytime you ask for more paint, seems like you get a more deluxe kind of thing. You get a more deluxe kind of figure scenario. It's hard to justify $30 for a Black Series or a TVC just because it's a deluxe, right? They don't charge you less when it's an astromech droid. They don't charge you less when it's a smaller Princess Leia figure. But if the figure's a little bit bigger, has a little more paint involved, then they're going to charge you more. So to me, that's kind of annoying that, but I mean, I get it. It's a business. Why would they find ways to charge you less money? But yeah, it's a good point. My nails are cool. Thank you. Yeah, definitely needs a little bit of a wash. Just a little bit. Just give it a little bit more oomph. Put Malik on the Red Rex. He would actually fit pretty well on the Red Rex. Like they look pretty close to each other. Colors are pretty close. Who's going to see the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park? Yeah, I will. But the only thing I'm noticing is that all the showings like locally are 3D. And I'd rather see it in 2D. I'm not a huge fan of 3D. I'll watch it, but I kind of feel like the whole 3D gimmick died off already, right? Like that was big like 10 years ago, like 3D. Everything was in 3D. The Phantom Menace was in 3D. Jurassic Park already came out in 3D. Like we've seen a lot of 3D, but it seems like that fad died off. And so it's kind of weird that they're bringing it back in 3D again, which again, I'll watch it. I missed it in 3D last time, so I will go and see it. But yeah, it's kind of strange to me that they would bring it back once again in 3D instead of something like Dolby or something like just regular IMAX, no 3D. Like that would be the way to go, I feel like. But I don't make those decisions, you guys. Contrary to popular belief, I don't make those decisions. Hope I can get the Mattel Red Rex for my collection soon. Definitely. I saw them at Target. They have a bunch of them at my local Target. Have I seen the Mario movie? Yes, I have seen it. I actually started falling asleep in the theater. I mean, I like Mario and all. It's just I was there and I was trying to get through it and I was just like dozing off. It was fun. It wasn't bad or anything. It was just kind of like a little bit of I kind of started falling asleep. I'm not proud of it, but it's true. I got to see Obibble today, Filling Holes. Very nice peak Obi-Wan. That's the one from the Phantom Menace days. Yeah, that's a cool figure for the time. Black Series already removed thigh swivels. I have 2 figures now without them, but honestly, I didn't notice. It's annoying, but it doesn't affect the figure. Yeah, I don't really know what they're doing with that. Like, I was surprised that Malik actually has the thigh swivels. I don't know if they designed them before they got rid of that. So yeah, it's kind of a decline by degrees, honestly. I just noticed that Malik has a lightsaber holster at the back. I'll mention that though. I hate taking these lightsabers apart because I always feel like I'm gonna break them. I wish they would give us an extra hilt. Like every time, anytime it's a Jedi like figure, it needs an extra hilt. You know, like I'm sure it doesn't cost more than 10 cents more to put an extra hilt in there. Like that would be. That's what this needs. I will say though, Mike, that the elbows are a little funky. Um, like he's got a nice bend, like really nice bend, but you can't even extend his arm like a full like you can't extend it out straight. Like it catches right there, so you can't like get a straight arm, which is kind of weird. Um, but yeah, nice figure. Just like a lot of things these days, could be better. Paint on the Cobb Vanth Deluxe. And he was still missing paint. Yeah, so the deluxe Cobb Vanth, the Boba Fett pieces do have extra paint on him, and he was a deluxe figure, and he's still missing paint apps. Yeah, so it's weird. Kia ora. Hello, Middle HQ Man Collecting Star Wars. How are you doing? Good to see you this evening. That's the downside, but still get to see it again on the big screen. Yeah, that is true. You do get to see it again on the big street on the big screen. Yeah, that's a good point. It could just be that it's cheaper because it already exists, and I don't really have to do anything to it. For sure. Adam, how's it going? Good to see you, Adam. Thank you for joining us today. I got the Disney Halloween shopper today too. Forgot it. Oh, I got that one too. The Frankenstein droid. Did I put that in here with me? I don't think I did, but yes, I did get that too, and that's a neat one. They don't always do like the best. Some of these are kind of weird. Like I enjoy that the Disney parks are doing themes for each of their holidays, for at least for Halloween, at least for Christmas. That's cool. But some of them have been a little so but this one's actually pretty nice. Like a Frankenstein monster inspired astromech is kind of cool. Like I dig that. I would kind of like to see them doing protocol droids, like instead of just astromechs, like start doing protocol droids with some of these themes. I think that would be nice. Like an orange and purple I don't know, protocol droid, something like that. Dum, dum, dum. Hello, JJ. Did you get your 4-pack of Tusken Raiders? Not yet. Not yet. I haven't gotten that yet. I haven't gotten yet. I wanted to get 2 sets, but I haven't gotten that yet. Dark side is the gateway to elbow bends and to be a natural. Yeah. Must be. Have you seen all the clearance items at Target? Some as low as 5, 10 for older figures, GVC Black Series. I do have a Target kind of close that had a lot of stuff on clearance. And actually, I know I showed them off in the last, I think it was in the last stream, or it was a recent stream where I got all the Guardians of the Galaxy like 3 3/4 inch figures for like half off. So yeah, I have seen that. What I'm waiting to start getting is the X-Men and the Spider-Man 3 3/4 figures, because I want to get those too. So I'm really looking forward to getting those. I know they're on Amazon. I haven't seen them in Target, but I know they're on Amazon, a lot of them. But I just haven't pulled the trigger yet because I've been too occupied with other things releasing, and you know how it is. You can't do them all at once. Skeleton Protocol Droid would be nice. Skeleton Protocol Droid would be great, actually. The teal one from Mando Season 3. I agree. That was a really cool, it had like that metallic, like sort of like feel to it. Like that is one I would definitely want. But we need a new Protocol Droid sculpt, right? TVC hasn't released a Protocol Droid since was it RA7? No, the Death Star droid. It's not really a Death Star droid. That was the last one they did, I believe. So we need like a new C-3PO sculpt. But I know that that Disney does its own sculpts, but they exist, right? So they could do that. Haunted Mansion 000 drawing. That would be cool. I actually did see the new Haunted Mansion movie when the weekend it came out 2 weeks ago, and it was all right. Haunted Mansion's my favorite ride at Disneyland. I love that ride, like through and through. I've studied the history so much. If any of you listen to my podcast, Discoveryland, it's a podcast that covers the history of Disneyland and extinct attractions and parades and shows and stuff like that. Every season, I make sure to do a Haunted Mansion episode because it's my favorite like theme park ride ever. Favorite Disneyland ride for sure. But yeah, the movie was just okay. It was it had its memorable and fun parts, but it wasn't like groundbreaking by any means. And I was hoping that it would have been a little better than it was. But again, contrary to popular belief, I ain't in charge of these things. Better or worse than Eddie Murphy? It was definitely better, but not by. I mean, it was all right. It just wasn't like. I was hoping it was going to be better. I mean, it did have some nice nods to the ride, but it wasn't quite like, I think it could have been more than it was. I mean, if you see it, I think it'll make sense. Dodgson, I went to Swap Meet last weekend, picked up the Rare Lost World Series 2 Kenner Eddie Carr Legacy Collection, got my Miss G price. Nice. Very cool. That is very cool. What else have you guys been acquiring this as of late? What else have you guys been acquiring? I want to know. If you want to pull up something I mentioned at the top of the show that I thought was really, really cool. Let's see, where are you? Here we go. Here we go. Let's go over to Hot Toys' Instagram so I can show you the brand new The Mandalorian Season 3 Moff Gideon. This looks good, you guys. I have the Season 1 Moff Gideon that Hot Toys did, and it's nice, but it's not this nice. Like, this is really nice. Like, the likeness on this thing is just awesome. They did an amazing job on this. An amazing job on this. Yeah, I mean, he looks awesome. He looks freaking awesome. And then with the Praetorian guards behind him. I mean, look at that. Yeah, he definitely looks better than the last version. The last version had a nice looking head sculpt, but it wasn't anywhere near as good as this one. So like as per always, Hot Toys is continually improving on their Hot Toys, on their likenesses. So this looks really good. I'm really happy about this one. I'm definitely gonna get it. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. It looks like he towers over Bo-Katan there. Yeah, that looks pretty badass. I like that. Like, it was a really neat helmet. Like, Season 3 had its ups and its downs, but this design for Moff Gideon was probably one of the cooler aspects. It's just kind of a little ridiculous. It only lasted for, like one episode, really, and then part of another episode. Like, this should have been like a little more, like, we really didn't get Moff Gideon until like later in the season, right? And I think maybe we should have seen a little bit more of him, and especially wearing this outfit, because this is such a cool outfit. I would have totally been down to have gotten more Moff Gideon, right? I mean, how can you not want more Moff Gideon? This looks cool. This looks really cool. And yeah, I mean, just looking at that helmet sculpt, it's so nice. The accessories, like, look at the bends in his elbows. Like, he bends like a lot. Yeah, this is neat. This is really cool. Definitely gonna get him when he goes up for pre-order. Like, yeah. I wonder what happened to his goatee. Like, why he doesn't have the goatee in this. Like, in Season 1 and 2, he had like black hair, right? He had like short black hair and he had the goatee. And this one, he has like short gray hair, but no goatee. So I wonder why they decided to change his look. It's just a curiosity. But yeah, I mean, I definitely want him because he looks good. And the head sculpt is amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I can't wait. He's got the rolling eye system, so that's cool. You can reposition his eyes so you can look in different directions depending on where you want him to look. Right? So yeah, I mean, super cool. Super cool, you guys. The skin texture. I know the final product, it might look a little slightly softer than what we see here, but for that unmasked head, but I mean, I'm here for it. It looks amazing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But like any hot toy, it's going to be years until it actually comes out. At least 18 months, I think usually is the norm for hot toys these days. You wait at least a good 18 months. Yeah, he's cool. He's super cool, y'all. That's the coolest thing I've seen this week in terms of new like product releases, because I knew this was coming because they actually showed him when they had their sideshow con a few weeks, a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks ago, but they didn't show the head sculpt, and like seeing the head sculpt here like is cool because he looks amazing. He looks amazing. He looks amazing. Britt says, got a big delivery of Hammond collection today. Very nice. Very nice. What did you get? Who's sleeping on Micro Galaxy Squadron? The AT-AT is fire. I only have a few. I have the Millennium Falcon. I have the Republic gunship. And I have, which those are like my two vehicles in Star Wars. I have those two. I have the Snow Speeder. And I think that's all I have. I don't know if I'm going to get the AT-AT. I mean, I already have like the Hasbro one from 2013. So it's like, it's a huge AT-AT. Like, do I need another one? Probably I do. But no, probably I don't. But do I want one? Yeah. The one that I really want, I know people are getting this now, is the Imperial Shuttle, because the Imperial Shuttle looks sick. I saw it at SDCC and it just looks so good. Like I saw it and I was like, I'm getting that. So I definitely want to get the Imperial Shuttle once I get the opportunity to do so. Just ordered Walmart exclusive G.I. Joe from 2020 from Amazon. I don't collect those, so I don't know which one it is. You gotta tell me which one it is. Yeah, Moff Gideon looks awesome. He does. He looks awesome. I'm all in on the Jada Toy Street Fighter figures, and I got Squadron's AT-AT. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's see here. Yeah, we need more Giancarlo for sure. This Moff Gideon is up to Pollos Hermanos standards. He is. The last one maybe wasn't, but this one is. This one is for sure. Picked up a bunch of Adventure series, still hunting for indie. Well, you have plenty of options, Britt, when it comes to indie, because that's like 90% of the line, it seems like. Yeah, Hot Toys is great. I'm very happy. I've always been happy with my Hot Toys. Always, always, always. Darth Maul will be suing Gideon for copyright infringement over that helmet. Could very well be. I've been getting loads of TVC and older 3 3/4 Star Wars. I'm getting FOMO on the Boba's Throne Room set. I'm hoping I can pick one up. On a canceled pre-order at $6.50 here, though. Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah, I hear you there. I know for New Zealand, it's really hard to get those collectibles, not just for Star Wars, but Jurassic and other things. I know I talked to a lot of collectors, and I know that's always hard. Originally, I had ordered 2 throne rooms, but I ended up canceling one so I could just get one. I ordered 2 because I wanted to get a carded Bib Fortuna and then a loose Bib Fortuna, which is kind of ridiculous because I started thinking, do I really need 2 throne rooms just to do that? And I was like, no, with things costing what they are now, and with this coming out the same time the Ghost is going to be processing, I'm like, nah, I'll try and get another Bib on eBay, I guess, or something. Or if any of you guys want to sell me your Bib Fortuna, I'll buy him. But yeah, there's just too much. I'm not going to pay $200 for another throne room just to get a carded figure. It's like, I can't do that. I'm happy if some people can, but I'm not going to do that. That's like almost a Hot Toys. Like, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, we need that Moff Gideon, Alex, in TVC and in Black Series. We do. We need to get him in that outfit. I'd take the Praetorian Guards too. And I would take also the Stormtrooper with the Mandalorian Beskar armor, whatever it was. I would take all of those. Is he a clone? Is Moff Gideon a clone in season 3? I don't think he was a clone. I know people say he might have been a clone. I don't think he was a clone. It'd be kind of lame to bring him back yet again. Not that I'd mind seeing him again, but yeah, it'd be kind of silly. So many cool season 3 Mando characters they could do, but Hazard Pipeline's the boring characters in TVC. Yeah, I know. Those pipelines were really head scratchers. Like, I mean, I get some of it, but it's like, we have Grogu. We have what's his name? Mando guy. We have him. We have the Mandalorian. We have a bunch of these guys, and now they're just gonna have like tweaks to them. Are there gonna be refreshes? Like, I don't know. It just kind of seems unnecessary. But yeah, like, why didn't we get pipelined? I'd rather have pipeline like Moff Gideon and his Mandalorian mech armor, or I'd rather have the Mandalorian Stormtrooper, or I'd rather have the Praetorian Guard. Like, any of those would be awesome in either scale. And instead, the pipelines are just more of the same. It's a little disheartening, and honestly, it's a little worrisome that there's going to be so much reuse in the very near future of TVC. So I'm a little worried about that, and I'm not excited about it at all. Got Ellie, Hammond, Ray, Arnold, Nedry, and Muldoon. Nice. You got all the heavy hitters there, the human characters. You need the squadrons AT-ATs. Amazing. Do I really? I don't know about that. You guys are trying to get me to spend more money. I'm not made of money, right? I can't buy everything. It's a Cobra officer. It comes with a buttload of guns. Fair enough. Is Ellie still available? Didn't get a chance to snag her. I don't know, Britt. Is Ellie available in Canada? I don't know where you ordered yours from, but in the US, I haven't seen Ellie in a long time. Peak Obi-Wan, I collected the retro indie figures. Finally got the last 3 last week. Nice. And Britt says that Big Bad Toy Store has her and most of the humans except Grant. Okay, good to know. That's really good to know. JJ says we're starting to receive our FATs, Target exclusives, and it's what I'm most excited for. They're really cool in their own right. Yeah, so I thought I had missed out on all of those, but it's not true because I just got an email from Target that the retro Kenner repaint Boba Fett, I had pre-ordered 2, and I guess that's going to be shipping pretty soon. The other 2, though, I missed on pre-order. I haven't seen them in stores, so I'm a little worried about those because I want to get them. If any of you guys have extras, I'm your girl. Hit me up. Yeah, because I'm probably not going to find them in stores, and I don't know if they're going to go back up online for order. Don't get me going on the TVC pipeline. It's going to kill the line. I hope it's not going to kill the line, but I just think they need to I hope it's not all in one wave, because that's going to be a little disastrous, possibly for retail. But if they're spaced out, it might be okay. But it's just kind of like, I don't know. We need some of these guys. I don't know if we need some of these guys at all. I know I'm being a downer, not excited for the Finn. I'm actually, you know what? Of all those, I am most excited for Finn. I'm not saying I'm excited for Finn, but I'm most excited for Finn because Finn hasn't been in TVC ever. And Finn is a main character from a major part of Star Wars. And we've gotten Rey, 3 times over. We've gotten Poe once. We haven't gotten Finn. So we really need to have Finn in TVC. So I don't mind it. He's probably going to come with photo reel. He's going to look better than ever. He's probably going to have a lightsaber, is my guess. So I think if they put him on the card holding the lightsaber, like that's going to probably be like the way to go, because I think that's going to be an exciting way to sell him. packaging matters. TVC packaging matters. They got to make good choices on those photo images so that they can sell those figures. And in with the lightsaber, that's the way to go. In the card, in the bubble, but also on the card back, the packaging. Fetmatic, yesterday received notifications from Target for the last 2 TVC Fets. Nice, nice. All right, I think I've caught up on all the comments. What else, you guys? What else is new? Ahsoka's coming very soon. I'm really excited for Ahsoka. It's nice. It's gonna be nice to have more Star Wars content. Another show to follow weekly will be really nice. And I'm hoping that there's some really compelling storytelling and characters, and seeing the Rebels crew in there, I think is going to be really neat in live action. And I just hope they're done well. From the trailers, it looks like they're done pretty well. But this show is going to be the one way to really know that. So I hope that they're handled well, they're treated well, and that we find a new part, a new corner of the Star Wars universe to really care about and really ask for new figures from, because that's going to be really cool if it takes off that way. Yeah, been a long time coming with like Thrawn in live action, and a lot of this. It's going to be cool. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see the new lightsabers and Jedi and all that. So that's going to be neat. Speaking of lightsabers, I think Shop Disney posted that if you're a Disney Plus subscriber, you're going to be able to buy Ahsoka's lightsabers, and they're brand new sculpts. So I might try and go for those. I don't know yet. I might not, but I might, because it's Ahsoka and her lightsabers are cool. So I may try and go for those. And Black Series is doing the Ahsoka saber too, but it's going to just be the one. It's not going to be the 2. So that's kind of a bummer. And that's the same thing that they did with Clone Wars Ahsoka. They only made her 1 lightsaber hilt instead of the 2. I don't get why they did that. I mean, I do, I guess, pricing right, but it just kind of like, they're a set, right? You need to have both. So I guess it's either you sell both for $500, or you release the second one later. But it's like, is anybody going to want to just buy a Shoto saber for $250? Probably not. So probably the Disney sabers would be the way to go in this case. Rebel Season 5, indeed. July through November. How's it going? Good to see you. Just completed my Clone Wars and Rebels rewatch, so I'm pumped. Very nice. How long did that take you, Britt? I've been thinking about doing the same, but it's like, they take me a long time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Holy moly, excited for Ahsoka. I just hope they do Ezra justice. Better not kill him off in the new girl. I mean, I don't know that that's a thing, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to see more Ezra in the show. Maybe flashbacks to Kanan. Imagine how cool that would be. But we'll see. We'll see when the show comes out. I miss Hasbro's COVID live streams. Yeah. Yeah. And also the Q&As. Remember they were doing the Q&As that we were taking part in for a long time. They haven't done those in a long time. I don't know if they're going to do them anymore, but it's better to do it in person. I prefer to meet them in person, talk to them. But yeah, those were fun to have. Those were fun to have. And yeah, it was easy to get information from those live streams. They were fun. One of those just nice bonus things that you don't absolutely need, but they're cool to have, and then you have them. Yeah, I agree with that. Well, anything else? Been kind of slow news week with toys. And I haven't really gone a whole lot. Oh, I'll show you one other thing I got. Actually, I so this is kind of a little sad, but when Paul Rubens passed away, I was really bummed out because, I loved Pee-wee's Big Adventure. My mom said that I wore out the VHS when I was a kid. I watched it so many times. I watched Pee-wee's Playhouse, and it's a nutty, silly, wacky, crazy show. But as a kid, I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it. And I guess fairly recently, as in like early this year, Reaction put out these Pee-wee Herman figures. So I ended up ordering them. And I'm glad I did because now they're like sold out almost everywhere. But yeah, so there's a reaction Pee-wee Herman. You can see him in there. The card is great. The art direction is awesome. The figure is fun. I mean, it's a reaction figure. If you know what a reaction figure is, you know what to expect. But I just love like the shape of it. It's like shaped like the door. You can actually cut it out, it says, and make like a little diorama that you see there at the top. There's also all these other figures that are part of the line. I didn't get all of those other figures, but I did get Cherry the chair. And I'm really glad I did because Cherry's actually really cute. And if you look at her eyes, like they actually like open and close, which is kind of a neat thing. Like she opens, or he, instead of he or she, I don't know, opens and closes the eyes. The picture is creepy as heck. Okay, the picture is creepy, but the chair is super cute. And I love that. I've always loved the Cherry, like the color, and just just a fun looking little character. In fact, growing up when I was a kid, I had a little tiny chair. My parents still have it, tiny little chair that I used to sit in as a really little kid. And I actually named it Cherry after this chair. And this was like probably in the late 80s, early 90s. And yeah, so I named it after this chair here. And I still tell my parents, its name is Cherry. Now my niece and nephew sit in it. But yeah, so I'm glad I got Cherry, and I'm glad I got Pee-wee. But yeah, super sad news that he's gone. But yeah, that's my little way of commemorating Pee-wee Herman. Is getting those two little figures there. What else? Fatmatic. I think next month HasCon will probably show figures from season 3 of Mandalorian, quite possibly. Yeah, don't forget, Hasbro, what is it, PulseCon or whatever they're calling it these days, is coming up in September, I think. And no doubt there will be new announcements there. They will show stuff, they will announce things, they will pipeline things. So stay tuned for that. That is coming next month. Have you made space for the Ghost? No, I don't even have I don't have space for like half my stuff. Like it's mostly in storage and stuff. But yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna put the Ghost. Like seriously, that's part of the reason that the Ghost was not my first choice. These big like round ships are hard to display, like the Millennium Falcon. I don't even have the Falcon out on display because it's just too hard to do. Some friends that I have in the collecting community, like our friend Tom Chorlton, who's on the show from time to time, he put his on a bike rack, or I'm sorry, on a guitar stand, and put it on the wall. And some people do that. So I mean, that's an option. That's actually a pretty inventive way to display it. I'll probably end up doing that at some point. I think John Miko did the same thing with his. So yeah, no, I have not made space for the Ghost. I don't know where the Ghost is going to go. But it's going to have to go somewhere, right? You have to go somewhere. Can't tell you when. I can't tell you how or where, but it's going to have to go somewhere. Let's see, what else? Big Adventure was my favorite movie. Tim Burton's first film. Yeah, Tim Burton's one of my favorite directors like ever. I love all of his stuff. Pee-wee's bad acting in the movie about his life. Oh, I don't know, it was bad. I think he was great in the whole movie. I never thought of him as bad at all. PulseCon is it next month? It's in September. Yeah, we are in September, believe it or not. It's pretty insane. We are in September. I have a round table Falcon might get kicked off of for the Ghost. Okay, that's a good way to display it. Only thing I can think of to display the Ghost is to extend the landing gear and place a coffee or end table in your house. Yeah. I got to keep all my stuff in my collecting room. I'm not allowed to put anything outside. So it's gonna have to find a way in here somehow or another, or it's gonna have to stay in its box. Always a fan of the ceiling or bathroom. Plenty of unused real estate when you think about it, or how always your house has them. Yeah, I mean, again, that's not ideal. I mean, I feel like a collection room should be self-contained for the most part, but again, space is the enemy. I forget who said space is the enemy, but space is the enemy. Different Mandalorian clans. Did you see SH Figure Arts in our 50th anniversary of Bruce Lee? I have not seen that. I do know they made a Bruce Lee before, like 6 years ago or so. I remember they did that, but I haven't seen the new one. I'd be curious to know if it's like a repaint or something, or if it's like all new. Alex, I'm right with you when it comes to spending money. Jason, I love him in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Lord, hilarious vampire kill what? Pee-wee's bad acting, the acting about his life when he plays the bell. Oh yeah, when he plays the bellhop. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fun. That is a fun aspect as well. And his voice is different. I always loved when he goes to the dinosaurs, the El Cabezon dinosaurs, because those are like going all the way to Palm Springs, and I've been there. I've stopped off, and it's the first thing you think when you see him is Pee-wee Herman. So that was always one of my favorite parts of the movie, and also his bike. I loved his bike as a kid. I used to imagine that my own bike was kind of like his. I'm looking forward to a pre-order Kinder style Boba Fett. Yep. I hope it ships soon. They sent me an email, said it would be this month. All right. So what do you guys think of this? I tweaked the Cantina Social Hour live stream logo. I don't know what you guys think. I decided to go more of like a film noir sort of thing with it, but still maintain like the Cantina aspect of it. So, I changed a few things around on it. So I don't know what you guys think. If you like it, I'll keep it. If not, we can go back to the old one. I like the old one a lot too. I was kind of ready for a change. So I just did some minor like film noir, black and white sort of things with it this morning when I had some extra time to do so. I'm quite happy with it, but I'm curious to know what you guys think. If I should keep it or if I should change it back to the old one. So you let me know what you want to do. And it does look like we have just crossed the hour mark. So I think we're going to wrap it up here shortly, unless there's any last minute questions or any last minute comments or concerns or anything else. Okay, so thank you for your feedback. It seems like everybody likes the new logo. Okay, so we'll hang on to it then. We'll hang on to it, and then we'll change it again in a year or however long. I think the last one, actually, I kept it that way since 2021. Like, it was like April 2021. So I actually maintained it for like 2 years, which is kind of, or no, not 2 years. Yeah, wait, no, it was changed in April 2022. So over a year. But yeah, we'll stick with this one. Thank you guys for letting me know. I'm glad you enjoy it. I like it too. All right. Well, that said, thank you guys for hanging out with me this evening. It's been fun as always. Cantina Social Hour. We'll be back next Friday. And then the Friday after that, and the Friday after that, right? There's not going to be any breaks. We're going to be pretty consistent from here on for the next month or so. So, thank you all very much. As always, really appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me on Friday nights. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your collecting. Enjoy doing whatever you enjoy doing on Friday nights. Hang out, chill, kick back. Have a nice, drink, or have a nice, watch some YouTube, watch some Victoria's Cantina, watch a movie, whatever it is you like to do, play a video game, whatever it is, enjoy, have fun, be safe, be well, and be kind. Thank you very much. No matter where you're tuning in from out in the galaxy, I'm happy that you guys are here with me tonight on Cantina Social Hour. Thanks for your comments and questions and for tuning in. And I will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace, you guys.